Okay, so I figured I would screen share and record lease verification for um, for one of my clients. So I am so behind on sending this lease verification. Like even my client, she's so sweet. She was like texting me and saying, "Oh, the agent said like all you have to do is send in like your W-9 and something." And I'm like, "Oh, I know." She's so sweet. I've just been like all over the place with. I'm in transition right now. Currently at home and my parents in Texas. Well, not at this present moment, but because we sold our house in Charlotte, so my fiance and I are just kind of like in the process of getting relocated to Florida for his job. So, anyways, I've just had a lot going on, so I haven't seen this lease verification, and so it's basically $500 that's just sitting there, and I haven't claimed it. So, anyways, I figured I would go ahead and record. I would record myself writing it out. So let's see, screen share. Just the whole desktop share. Cool. All right. No judgment, please. I have so many. You know what? I wonder if you can see it. You can see when I switch it over, just in case you can't. I think it's capturing what I am. I think it's capturing what I'm doing. So I'm just going to go with it here. If not, I'll just re-record the whole video. Okay, so NAAL, National Association of Apartment Locators. I really like this group like a whole lot. It kind of feels like a mom and pop type size organization, but they look and feel as if they're just super big, like NAR or something. And I do hope they grow to that size. But anyway, they're super great at keeping high professional standards in our small niche in our industry of apartment locators. So I think their annual membership it's somewhere more or less of $100 a year. And they provide resources for the locators. I won't talk about all of them, but right now I will mention that they do have a form that we're going to use, which is the lease verification form. I could certainly just make up one that has my broker information on it and with that type of a header. But I really like NAAL or NAAL because it just looks very serious, and I think it's a good idea to keep consistency across the board. So when all these locators, when they see this form, they recognize it. And one of the parts about getting paid as a locator is some managers just it's like the last thing on their to-do list because they have so much on their to-do list managing a property that this is just one more paperwork to sign and push, and sometimes it gets pushed to the back burner, unfortunately. And so if we can make it as simple as possible for the property management company to do this, then that's great. So there's a few different ways here that they provide this form for us. I actually, to be honest, like to, do y'all hear this? Weed eater, it's like he is right below this window. I'm in a hotel right now, and he is just like hecking all the grass with this weed eater right below my window. Oh my God. So I'm sorry if you can hear that. It's driving me crazy. But personally, I like to take my iPad, which I don't have it here with me. I don't think I have it here with me. And I have a program on my iPad called Good Notes, which I highly recommend. If you don't have it's like $7 to buy the app, and it's one and done. Like I totally recommend, like skip the Starbucks drink and get the Good Notes app. The reason is because you can send, if I was to just grab a PDF blank and send it to my GoodNotes app, then I write on it. I have the Apple Pencil, right? So I'll in blue ink, I will write on it. I think it just makes it look more personable, of course, as long as it's legible. That's my most preferred method, but whatever works for you guys. I don't use Word because it's not very friendly with Macs. So we'll go ahead and open Google Sheets. I think it's what I used last time. Let's see. I'd like to make a copy. You know what? Honestly, I think that I have already a copy here. Let's see. I have too many. I guess for the sake of time, I'll go ahead and click make a copy, because this is probably what you guys will see too. But I think I already have in my Google Drive, I've already downloaded the form. So that's probably what I'll do. So you get in here and I really actually just want to get in here and check and see if I have it, because I already have some stuff like filled out. I was kind of picky with, you see where it says company name right here? I put Real Broker, and I went and grabbed the exact color that Real Broker has. That's just my personal, right here, Lease. I think this is it. Sorry, it's kind of slow. Yeah, okay, cool. Good deal. So I already had this here, and it's previously filled out with, this is actually the correct information. I've tried, you can see this was literally a month ago when I wrote this out, and I just literally haven't sent it yet. I'm like so ashamed of myself. I literally need help because I hate paperwork, and it's just the crux of my business. So anyway, I digress. So when you open this up in Google Forms or however, there's going to be a few places that you'll want to edit and make sure that you have the correct information on it. So here it says you will not be invoiced until after confirmed move-in. Please email back to, put a correct email here. The one that you prefer then to email back your lease verification form to. Put your company name here. So I put Real Broker, and I use the correct color for Real, just because marketing and familiarity, so that way they can be familiar with that. You'll want to add your name right here. And then property name, the applicant's name, your client's name, their apartment number, which you should know when they're applying. So you'll gather the apartment number from when they're applying, and or whenever they move in, you will want to, or when they sign the lease even, actually, have them email the lease over to you, the executed lease or executory lease at that point, if they haven't moved in yet. And from that, you can easily pull this information if you for some reason don't have it, or think that they've decided to do like possibly an 11-month or 12-month, 15, whatever, month lease rather than 12, you can gather that there. The rent amount, I did leave blank. When you become a member of NAAL, Leah Simpkins does a video kind of showing you how to do all this. So there's an example video she provides. It's really great. And she recommends leaving this part blank just in case they did an application on a different day than to your knowledge, because rental amounts change daily, right? So just leave that blank so that way they can write that in. And then the lease start date, I actually know when that is, so I'll fill that out. The commission percentage. This guy is still eating outside. I like, how? Locator bonus. Okay, so for this property in particular, I know for sure they're just doing a flat fee. This is up in Charlotte, and most apartments up there just do 500 flat fee. So if it was like, 100%, 50%, I would write, I'd write that there. And then here I would, just leave it blank if I don't know, if I leave the lease, where's it at? The rent amount blank, because I'm not going to make that calculation. But if you know for sure that that's what it is, and you didn't wait like months like I did to send this in, then by all means, like put that in. The more information you can put here to help out the leasing professional at the apartments, and the property manager that's going to be pushing out the invoices and stuff, like help them out. But if you're not so sure about what day they actually did the application, then that rent amount could have changed, and therefore you can't make those calculations. Just leave them alone, and they'll fill that out for you. Okay, so right here in this area, management company and community acknowledges Leah Vaughn at Real Broker LLC is recognized as a referral source and agrees to pay Real Broker LLC as a locator referral commission. So just make sure you fill that out appropriately. And it's spelled out. The commission shall be earned if the rental prospect referred by Real Broker LLC signs a lease as resident for occupancy of the unit at the property named above. So basically, this is already all here for you. Just make sure you've got the correct brokerage name there and your name there. And then this would be blank. This is where when you email this over, the property leasing professional representative would fill out this little box here. And probably the department manager, actually. And then where they should put in here, like where to send the address of the invoice. So that's pretty much it. This again is not the invoice, right? This is the lease verification. So there's kind of like 3 parts when you're dealing with the property management companies. Oh my gosh, this is about to die. And that is that's the guest card. And then you've got this lease verification, which I think the sweet spot to send it in is kind of like right whenever they have applied and been approved for an apartment, like before they move in and when they applied. I feel like that's the sweet spot to send this in. And then after they move in is when you send the invoice. So those are the 3 things that you need to do. So hopefully this was helpful. I'm gonna go ahead and stop this here, but on another video, I would like to talk about the other steps in the process and more about what being a NAAL member allows, because there's some hidden gems in that membership for sure. So, and then it also like allows us all to be held at a higher professional standard when dealing with these property management companies, because we should all represent really, really well. That way they will want to keep working with us. So, because we do bring value to keeping their occupancy rates up. So, all right, I hope this was helpful. Thanks, guys.